This is the visualization for fairness and balance. Find a comfortable place to sit or lie down and close your eyes. Turn off all distractions and pull inwards. Begin focusing on the breath in and out of your nose to bring the attention just to you. Keep surrendering the outside world. And move inward into your body and your mind's eye, into the very solar plexus core, right below your sternum and above your belly button. See a fiery light in that area. See it shining like beautiful gold, radiant light. Feel the warmth of this area. You can put your hand over it if you want to connect more so with it. Or just go in with your visualization, your imagination, into this area of your body. And in this beautiful, radiant, golden light, it's so blinding, it's so beautiful and brilliant, that as your eyes adjust, you begin to see a shape before you. And you see, as your eyes adjust, that it looks like scales. It looks like something to weigh something on, scale. A left and a right platform, and an energy of balance in between. And with the obvious implication of looking at this balancing apparatus, go within your mind's eye into what feels out of balance or what feels unfair in relationship to your identity. So we can look outwards and we can blame and we can finger point and step into our victimization, more so, through crying from a toddler's perspective, this isn't fair. Or maybe it's more preteen. How often do we operate from that place? And it's not very empowered, is it? So instead of having that tantrum of something isn't fair outside of us, I want you to go within yourself to your own identity of what you have not given yourself credit for in your own identity. That as you are sculpting your life, you've made it this far, you've manifested things in your life, you've created beautiful things, and you've created some very painful things as well. You've survived many challenges, and you're maybe facing one really big challenge now, or many little ones, but you're here, you're facing it, you're still breathing. I want you to see those scales before you and look at what the identity you've been putting more weight into. Maybe it is the self-shaming, criticizing yourself, not enough, that identity. Not good enough, not wealthy enough, not smart enough, not accomplished enough. What is it that you've been giving way more credit to that isn't so fair regarding your identity, how you're seeing yourself? And see those scales out of balance so that one side is weighted down further than the other. And with this higher seeing place of visualization, stepping into our wise woman or man within, look at those scales and say, okay, well, what needs to be on the other side of that scale? Because everything ends up being balanced. Nature has a very balancing way about it. It course corrects, and we do too. But the more conscious we can course correct, the easier that flow or that alignment can be. So in looking at those scales of your identity, what aspects, what wins, what credits, what identities can you put on that other side? Not to discredit the voice or the identity of not enough. That is the motivating force to improve, to grow, to manifest. It can be a very helpful voice that maneuvers us forward or opens up a desire for something different. Not all bad, right? So as it begins to rise up from having more weight on the other side, see it coming into balance as you put aspects of who you are, not just what you've accomplished externally, but what you've accomplished internally, how far you've come. Something you used to struggle with that now you're pretty good at. Throw that on that side of the scale. Something that you were trying to build for a long time that is now built. Put it on that side of the scale. And slowly see them coming towards a balance, a harmony. What else do you need to give yourself credit for? Remember an older version of yourself that would be looking at you now going, wow, that would be so awesome. And you're living that dream now, but not giving yourself any credit for it. Put that on that side of the scale. Struggling with how others see you, and now you prioritize how you see you more so. Put that on that side of the scale. Now, if we put too much on that side of the scale, then we miss out on the balance of self-questioning or growth or seeing what else could be explored. That's why we don't label the opposite side of the scale as bad, just because it holds pain sometimes. So look at both sides of that scale coming more now into balance. And balance is not stagnant, it's anything but. If you've ever tried to balance on one leg, you know you're constantly shifting on your foot to adjust to keep that balance, to maintain that balance. It's not like a rock, it's constantly shifting because we're mostly water and we're adjusting constantly. So in this moment of looking at that fairness, that balancing tool before you of those scales at your identity center in your solar plexus chakra, can you make a vow that when one side dips, maybe that side of not enough dips, you look at your successes, you acknowledge your wins, you give yourself credit and put another one of those on the other side. And also, when that side dips a little too low, you look and you say, what else does life have to teach me? How else can I grow? How else can I expand? Not because you're flawed or broken in need of fixing, but because life always has an opportunity for more growth, a deeper understanding, more expansion. And understanding that you're looking at the scales as a constantly shifting, constantly evolving process as you move through each day. Tapping in, checking in, taking a moment to be silent, and then having the courage, the boldness to focus your intention, to allow the change to come, And having compassion on that journey. Having compassion with yourself. Taking your pauses when you need to. And then seeking to restore that balance, that fairness. Allow those scales to now illuminate with a brighter light, blinding, golden, radiant light. A light that helps you connect more deeply with your breath and your body as you breathe into that solar plexus and feel that diaphragm release down to receive the breath in your lungs, letting go of any holding in that solar plexus, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes.